Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Now, you might notice a couple of things right off the bat. First of all, there's a slight chance that the camera quality is a little better than usual. For full disclosure, I did actually pay for the upgraded package of Restream a while ago, but it didn't seem to kick in. So, but as it turns out, I forgot to cancel that, and it seems that my initial trial had my initial plan expired now, and therefore, because it expired, I've now upgraded to the one that I paid for during the middle of that other one. So my program, my plan for before has been cancelled, but is now better than it was, I think. Also, if you can tell, I have this going on, just work up a huge sweat while I'm in here. It might interfere with the audio, so do let me know if it comes through on the microphone. I put it on the other side deliberately just to make sure, like the rest of my body should be blocking it. But just in case, if that does end up bothering someone, just, let me know. Tell me you're not a big fan of the fan or something like that, and I'll turn it off. Okay. Horrible puns aside, welcome to Nice Pops, I guess. Other than those weird changes, I guess it's going to be a fairly quick, fairly smooth stream with no complications whatsoever. Oh god, oh no.
It's been a while, baby.
Oh no.
It's been a minute since I've appeared here. You didn't think you got rid of me forever, now did you? No, I beat my beast in whatchamacallit, that one garbage gacha, and I'm back for round 2, baby.
At the risk of immediately making an Afton comparison, you do indeed always come back, BB. I knew this would happen. Okie dokie. So we also have Josh in the chat. And anyone else in the chat right now? Oh yes, Johnny, the creator of the video. I didn't know this was going to be a Johnny video. I said in the description of this, I didn't know that Nice Pops... I forgot that Nice Pops was made also by Johnny. So coming back here doing the request to review Nice Pops. Yeah, it seems that... You know what? I should have actually checked that I haven't reviewed this before. Because now that I think about it, I'm sure that I said I reacted to Nice Pops at some other point. And I programmed this for episodes 1 and 2. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. Just search up the word nice on the channel. If people don't know, you can actually search up keywords on a person's channel page rather than having to search their whole way through. Okay, no, I haven't. This is the first time, according to YouTube, so there we go. Yeah, okay. Hello also to Fredboy, and I guess bring on the videos. I don't have as much of an indication about Nice Pops, but I guess it's another foray into the big old franchise, and I don't seem to have it opened up. I think the first episode was called Park, so I think we might get some of the origins, some of the characters we've seen already, but... Oh well, we'll treat them in isolation for the time being.
Also, just call me crazy, but it, just from the title alone, it really sounds like you guys are running out of ideas.
I'll
be honest.
Okay, this came out before Ballroom Pops, so I guess maybe Johnny ran out of ideas for a bit and then got some more afterwards, at the least.
Hopefully, man. I have an egregious amount of projects that I want to do, but I'm passionate for about all of them, so it's really weird whenever I see something and it's like, was this made out of passion, or was this because you felt like you had to because you're already on the train?
It's like your pressure to do something more content.
I mean, it's interesting because Disco Pop started before this and lasted longer than this. So it doesn't seem like there was necessarily a gap to film. It might be a case of, oh, I want to branch out, but I'm not quite sure how to do it yet. I'll figure it out some other time if this doesn't work. And indeed, that is what seems to have happened with Ballroom Policy, the second part of it. As for the first parts, it's what we're here to judge today. So let's find out, shall we? Without further ado, on with the review. Hey, Wipeout fans, welcome to the inaugural episode of The Nice Pops.
Yay!
I'd like to thank Kenyon for the idea of the episode. Oh, was it Kenion's idea for the series as well, or just for the first episode? Maybe.
Who
If you
knows?
have any suggestions for episodes in either Disco or Nice Pops, leave them in the comments below. Now on with the episode. All right. Oh.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Wow, these
What
might be
great
the worst
opening.
designs I've ever seen in one location. Why does one of them look like they're a Hershey bar? What's going on with Puppy over here? She looks like a Hershey bar.
Okay, I guess
Dude,
Puppy
I'm
Pop is the
racist
counter.
pieces.
Is the the counterpart to Kitty Pop, who we've seen in other stuff, like Disco Pops, and then also I think Blues Pops at one point. I forget exactly how, but yeah. So we're familiar with Kitty Pop at least, and that design is indeed notorious. As for the yes, okay, Kitty
Puppy.
Pop's hair, yes, that's why the design is notorious. As for everyone else, let's go ahead and see. So yeah, we have Puppy Pop, the counter pop, as I said before, by accident. Rain Pop, we've also already seen. I believe, yeah, Rain Pop made a Deus Ex Machina style cameo in one of the other series. I forget which one. Spring, Summer, and Fall Pop, I don't recognize, but I'm guessing they were created in reference to Winter Pop from the Blues Pops / Jazz Pop Season 2, I think. But yeah, they don't have any correlation to her because Winter Pop was active 10 years before this series took place, presumably before they would have been recruited.
You know what would be nice to really spice up this whole thing? You know, I know it's Gacha. but please stretch your imaginations for a moment, will ya, and hop in this little carpet ride with me. I'm sure this would take a little bit more effort in the editing department, but
And why do they have all good hair?
Hang on, KW. BB's going with this. Wait a second. Go on, BB.
But if we spend like an extra month or two in the editor, maybe we can get it to be almost like a green screen and make it so you actually see the elements on them. So for instance, Rain Pop would be literally like rain hair.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Actually, that wouldn't take too long. What you could actually do is just have green hair and then like have the rain in the background if you really wanted to. Like that's something that is possible.
I guess, but that's I don't know. I don't necessarily mean just like a clip of rain. I mean more so of like the idea of like actual just like the individual hairs are the rain.
Yeah, that would be a painstaking amount of detail that I would not wish upon not Zoe, Rosie Closey, and Gacha Emika combined.
So here's who our sisters here. Kitty and Rain are twins. Puppy and Apple are twins. Spring and Fall, Golden... How many twins do you have, Johnny? What the...
It just occurred to me, would that count as twins?
Well, Spring and Fall, I believe, are also twins, and Gold and Diamond are twins separately to each other, rather than them all being... Yeah, okay.
See, I thought this was one big quadruplet family here.
Yeah, however, we are leaving out... There's an odd number of... No, oh wait, no, No, there's an odd number of pops here. So let's see, yeah, Kitty and Rain, Puppy and Apple, Gold and Diamond, Summer...
Wait, 4, 8,
Spring
9,
and...
yeah, there's
What
9.
about Summer? Summer Pop doesn't have a twin. Summer Pop is the singular only child.
Persephone must be in the underworld now.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, there we go. So Spring, Fall, and Diamond. Okay, so that's you're just listing off the alignments. I'm surprised that Kitty and Puppy aren't twins. You would think that, again, as counterpart names, they would have their close association to each other rather than Apple, who seems to be the odd one out in this lineup. Everyone else's names sort of coincide to each other. Oh, wait, so apart from Rain, I guess. Apple and Rain would be the odd two out here.
I feel like everyone here would be an odd one out.
Well, if everyone's the odd one out, is anyone the odd one out?
I just use bombs coming.
I guess when compared to each other, no, but when compared to the rest of humanity, probably, yeah.
And this is
Okay.
why misfits stick together.
Okay, what's funny
This
is
has been
that Mom's
psychology with the Butters.
The comment about Dollhouse, all I got is that Amelie Martinez song stuck in my head, the DOLHOUSE, I see things that nobody else sees, is like stuck in my head now because of that comment. Thanks, Bon.
Okay, I'm trying to find the comment to bring that up, but I can't see it somewhere. Oh, there we go. Okay, like looking at a Dollhouse. I mean, it depends. Sometimes a series benefits having a Dollhouse as a set. It just depends who you're talking to. Windows XP. Interesting. Microsoft is branching out. Okay, all right then. I don't have enough money already. Okay, should we go to the park today? The episode's called Park, so I guess this is the opening.
I guess the answer is yes. Unanimously.
Yeah, I do like how different characters respond with different versions of affirmation at the same time, as would happen in real life, rather than everyone unanimously going yes at the same time with different speech bubbles. That's a nice touch, at least. Let's check to see if Majesty wants to join us. Oh yeah, that's true. So in Tony TV, the Super Pops themselves, at least, actually do invite Majesty on a few outings sometimes, or Majesty is the one arranging a few things for some sort of undercover missions and stuff like that. Or just general hangout. It's much more closer than everyone else. Majesty just recruits everyone, and she's so busy she can't interact with any of them so far.
That would explain why the number is uneven. They had to leave a slot open for Majesty, I guess.
You bring up a fantastic point, because actually the gacha capacity, in one singular scene in Gacha Club, is 10. There are 9 characters on screen. You're very right.
Yes, Bon. No noses. How dare they? And why do they have to have default eyes?
I mean, again, it wouldn't be so bad if all the default eyes weren't brown except for Rain's.
Yeah, it is weird. That is definitely weird. Did they assume everyone has brown eyes?
Oh, look! Hey, BB, look! It's Strawberry from Rip in the Dark! Isn't that right? That's totally the same.
This doesn't look at all like what he looks like in the canon. This looks so different. This is wildly different.
This is him in his younger days before he conceived Spanish Cherry.
Guess we'll probably know.
Back whenever he had a wife.
Of course. Yeah, I had to have one at some point. Okay, so we've got Master Hector, we've got Rose, we've got Loyal, interesting name, and Addie. Okay, all right then.
And Rose.
Yeah, and Rose. Oh, did I forget to say Rose? Okay, yeah, Rose as well. I like for once that Rose is not it doesn't have red hair. She has a red outfit, but it kind of feels like, oh, this is gonna be my aesthetic, but I'm not gonna dye my hair because
maybe she has strawberry blonde hair, because that is a thing, because her hair looks pinkish and blondish at the same time, so maybe she has strawberry blonde hair, because I don't know. That's my
possibly
guess.
Although you would think if any character would have strawberry blonde hair, would be one called Strawberry, but yeah, I guess my headcanon is that Rose didn't want to go through what Ariana Grande had to go through on the set of Victorious.
Okay,
Imagine having to dye your hair for 3 entire seasons all the time, and having that it actually damaged her hair after a while, which is why she wears a wig in season 4 of Victorious.
I feel like that's not the worst thing that's happened to that cast during that show.
Well, no, it is not. It's just the example that pertains to this situation.
Why does Loyal look like some anime character that I've seen somewhere from a show with the purple and the green hair?
It kind of looks like a mixture between one person from Pokemon and Yuri from DLC.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of get that with the color scheme of the outfit, yeah. Okay. Let's see. So the Pops are going to the park.
Maybe yes, the Orb of Truth, I guess, because yes, an orb.
It's the Orb of Power from Mario 63.
They couldn't rent out they couldn't do a lasso. That was already trademarked. They had to do it the next best thing, an orb.
All right, let's ruin their fun. Yeah, let's ruin it. I say we should spell them to make them not care about saving the world.
Okay, you know what?
That wouldn't ruin their fun necessarily, but it would ruin the rest of the world for you. So actually, that's an interesting idea.
That is actually a good story plot there. Like, I don't.
Especially if Majesty's there too. Even better.
Yeah, like, okay, honestly, I don't think I ever seen that plot before, unless they were like mind control or brainwash. But I don't think there was like a spell where they like do not care. Like, oh, I don't want to save the world. Whatever, you guys deal it on your own.
Oh, by the way, yes, it does appear that Rose's eyes are slightly more spread apart, which confirms to me one simple truth, that Johnny did indeed, around this time, discover that you can adjust features in Gacha Club, and chose not to use it for most of the cast. But yes, I too cannot unsee it anymore, because yeah, it seems like one eye just disappearing.
I need
side
them
of the
to.
face.
I just need the entire cast to go and have a shopping episode. Just kind of stick with that trope, and by the end of it, they all come out with these wonderful new clothes that you never see the old outfits ever again.
We've only just been introduced to the old outfits. It's going to be a while before that happens.
I need the shopping episode to come within the next 5 minutes. Okay, we don't have that kind of time.
We actually have had shopping episodes in some of the Pop series before, but yeah, they don't tend to change outfits afterwards, unfortunately.
Oh.
Anyways, good idea. Yeah, good idea. What are we waiting for? Let's go to the park. Okay, now here's my question. How is Johnny going to have these characters interact with each other? Is it going to be a case of have the characters disappear but use the same background as if they're like left to right justified shots? Or is some of them going to split apart, and that's why we're going to see them tackle different villains
no, is it going to be
one-on-one?
like that first episode of Blue Pops? Is that what you're talking about?
It's entirely possible. I mean...
Oh god, okay.
Okay. Maybe we should get ice cream after a few minutes. Yeah, great idea. This episode is comprised mostly people saying, hey, let's do blah, blah, blah. And then several other people saying, yes, I agree. Great idea. What a fantastic suggestion, in different forms. That's what most of the dialogue has been so far. Did you just you just launched a poll of a reboot of this series, but it's your... What do you mean it's your version? This is on your channel. What do you mean your version?
This entire series is by Caitlin.
I bet, yeah.
I mean, Caitlin was credited with having the idea for the episode, but nothing about the script got mentioned.
Caitlin simply created everything.
NPC interactions. It's like an algorithm.
See, Wipeout is simply the ghostwriter for this series.
The ghostwriter and also publisher.
The ghost publisher, yes.
Me and my buddy have a shared universe where the singer isn't a flex, but we put both our ideas together. We don't control one or the other series because we're like, no, we'll just put both of our ideas together and see what we can create.
Oh, that's
what
an
you're supposed to do. Don't want someone
No,
to say
I disagree. In fact I say don't take what KW is saying. I think if you guys are gonna add things to the same universe, you absolutely should be affecting each other's series.
It depends on where. Okay, it depends on how the series affect each other, as to whether or not they would. Yeah.
I guess, but you establish something important in one, and then the other doesn't care about it. It's like, okay, well now we got a plot hole here. See,
I think that's kind of what happened in some of these episodes, which is why some of the canon does not fit together, as we've discovered over the many months of reviewing the Pop stuff.
But I'm not going down the rabbit hole. I'm just saying that, you and I have a shared universe, and we just put our ideas together and see what we come up with. That's all I'm saying. Don't let
which is
people
a
try
good
to take
process.
over.
Yeah. The last question, I'll say something.
I like how the fear is me inquiring about your guys' work of art.
Baby!
I like how the greatest detriment is when I just think critically.
Okay, actually, BB, you and
my
I...
fear is that you're asking me about my lore with my family apparently because you like questioned about my family's lore or something like as if they
BB,
don't exist.
I think I think you and I command like very different types of fear when doing gacha reviews. In my case, it tends to be like the actual like creative process of the logic around like everything that's being presented in front of me. In your case, it's like answer the finer details in real time, please.
Well, yeah, because whenever I make things, I usually account for those things, and if I haven't, and someone asks, I usually fix that within like the very next episode, because I'm like, oh, that's such a good point.
Yeah.
Vaughn, you will not say something stupid. I promise you. If you do say something stupid, I'll just say ignore you because you know what? Things happen.
It's
Yeah,
a shared universe. You've got the authority to do that, yeah.
No, you don't. That's not how sharing something works. What?
In their case, it seems to be. In their case, it seems to be that they are on equal terms with each other, affecting the same show. That's why.
I'm just saying, I don't think Barney taught me that, okay, is all I'm saying. Whenever they said sharing is caring, I did not assume it was sharing is caring, only as long as you care for this thing in the way that I would.
Okay. Okay. Their shared universe works differently to how we do things in the Butterverse. It's a slightly, I mean, at least for now anyway. We'll see if they add more stuff in the future and have to pivot towards our method of doing things.
Well,
but
we have a trailer coming out soon.
that's not what I'm referring to. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, like if you keep on like adding more and more stories and and other stuff into the same shared universe. Although, actually, wait, now I'm obliged to ask this. Is Clomai part of the Secrets of the Plex universe?
Bond's actively sweating. Well, I gotta tell you what, you better sweat more, because I'm waiting patiently too. What's the answer?
Answer for what again? I don't remember now.
It was just asked. There's
Is
nothing that should have overshadowed that. What do you mean you don't remember now?
Okay. If you really want BB to review your trailer, then yes, she can absolutely join us. But whatever. So my question to you, KW, is: does Clomai take place in the same shared universe that you just described, the Secrets of the Plex universe? Is it connected?
No, it is my
Thank
own
you.
series.
Okay,
my own.
That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
It's my own.
We can carry on now. Please say no. You haven't talked about this.
Guys, okay, maybe you should pivot to the Butterverse way, alright? I feel like we refined our point of agree. I think we have thoroughly understood what a shared universe is. I am increasingly more terrified as to what it's like behind the scenes for you guys.
Paul told me, like, are me and Magic gonna be in the Columbine series? I said, no, I don't think so, unless you want me to, then I can. They're like, nope. And I'm like, okay, then it's my own series then. It's my own thing. It does not connect to Secrets of the
Well,
Black.
okay, hold on.
Now
I will say, you don't
only
have to
remaining
have
question.
You don't have to have a direct crossover for it to count as the...
That's true, yeah.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Rip in the Dark, canon of the Butterverse. It is. This is a simple fact. I'm going to also tell you, sorry to break it to you, it takes place in 1350. Morwenna won't be there. Or there's no crossovers. The closest thing to a crossover you will ever get is possibly, if the characters go to France and happen to find themselves at a narrative point where I can talk about the descendants of Athena from Nightfall. And even then, that's the descendants who you will probably never see in actual Nightfall.
You know, the funny thing about that is that Aiden adores crossovers, and I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why he keeps pitching that certain characters in different shows should be descended from other Butterverse characters, just so they would count as having a tangential way of connecting. I'm not going to say which characters he's referred to yet, but it's very much like, oh, okay, is that how you're going to count this? Just because, it's physically impossible to cross over any other way. All right, sure, fine then.
Well, for me, it's just because, like, if you happen to be at France, right? I mean, Athena's such a powerful character in that part of the world that it's like, okay, that I can buy. If we happen to see, like, 2 or 3 generations down the line, fine. We're only, like, 100 or 200 years past the events of Nightfall. I could believe it.
Like, if Komai and Secret of the Plagues ever do a crossover, it will be some, like, holiday episode where it's not canon, it's just something for fun.
But then would it be
That's
part of
it.
the... But so then it'd be part of the same multiverse then, right? Because we did it then.
I'm sure
It
that that's a
might-
conversation that KW and Bond can have on their own time and not on this stream on the spot. I
You
think.
guys do have
That's-
calls, by the way, about your lore, right? That is a thing that happens?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
Yes, that's what
Cool.
happened. If you remember when Bond Magic came to the live stream and told you that the extras were not canon. When
Okay.
they first I said they were canon and they messed up, they DM me saying we gotta change season 2 because I messed up, and I'm like, chill.
I forgot about that. Yeah, no, I remember now. You're right, yeah.
I'm like,
Again,
"Bond,
different
we
levels
don't
of-
need to do this. It's okay. Just tell them it's not
God.
canon."
Right. Okay.
I don't think we've ever been in that sort of pickle. The closest thing to that was whenever Jacob saw the way I'm doing revival, and even then, after chatting, he was somewhat okay with it. But even then, the closest thing to that wouldn't have been like retconning it to be non-canon. It would have simply just been, okay, this isn't a mechanic that happens in the future. There has
Yeah.
never been a point where any of us have ever legitimately said, oh no, we said something, now we have to rewrite the entire season. What?
That was almost gonna happen. I'm like, no, Bond, it's fine. Just say it's not canon. It's just something.
Yeah.
for fun."
Okay. So that has happened on other reviews. That's not unique to Secrets of the Plex. That has happened sometimes where people are like, oh, I better redo this. In fact, I think that's part of the reason that Johnny kind of like reboots a lot of series sometimes. Okay, one more question before we actually move on, because I have to ask this now. The animation itself is done, just waiting for Emily to submit her lines. So you did the animation before you had all the lines. Does that mean that Emily's going to have to match the lip flaps on Mira's character?
I think what they're doing is like sending them like the voice lines or whatever, and ask them to like do the voice lines and send the voice lines to Bond and Magic. I think that's what I'm thinking, because that's what I was originally planned to do with Ponies, where I just sent in like the voice lines. So like, okay, just record these and then send it to me. But instead, we have a voice acting channel where I just record.
Okay, yeah, that sounds like everything, except for the fact that usually that means the animation isn't done, so you can like sync it up to the actual person. That's the order that like original language stuff tends to do it. Then when you get into dub territory, that's when you have to match lip flaps. Oh, you have a software that matches. It's on a light motion. Okay, I have considered checking the light motion out in the past. I was like, oh, that's on the back burner for right now. It's no longer on the back burner. I am investigating that as quickly as I can.
No more holes. Where can we stay focused, please?
Oh, that's actually like legitimately like really cool. Sorry,
That's why
yeah, my dogs are freaking out. They see, but I did have my headphones on. I heard all that. That's really sick sounding.
Josh,
Okie
just let you
dokie.
know, when Baby Butter comes into the live stream, there's gonna be rabbit holes.
Oh yeah, I made that joke like already at the start of this. Okay, but actually, yeah, we are done. I just had to like ask that question, and I'm glad that I did now. Okay.
No, Bob, you're not
So-
bad at living, okay? Things
Um,
happen. I make mistakes too with stuff, okay? I almost made something canon at Komai, but I changed it to me.
How do you? I just don't get it, guys. Continuity should not be this hard.
Okay,
Oh
see,
my-
this is the thing. Like,
It's
Josh,
just a roleplay. It's
Josh now
not
has.
so-
Okay, Josh now has as Discord, and so he actually talked to me today. We there's like, oh, let's discuss some stuff with Fallen Angels, and so he'd ask me like a few questions about Fallen Angels, like some of the finer details. And sometimes when I didn't like have the correct answer, I said, oh, okay, well you should go and ask Ain about this because he does, or I don't know,
Does
this
he?
is something that. Turns out, yes, was the answer to that. In
Okay,
this
because
case, yes.
I feel like there are some times where neither of you know, and then you figure out something later.
That is also true. But yeah, it was mainly like, oh, the fine details on characters, like, oh, what would would Karis be okay with, Alana dating Helen and blah blah blah. So yeah.
The answer would definitely be yes. There's no world in which I can actually picture like dice art just not being okay with gays.
Yeah, so I said like as a fan of the time period where Greek mythology originates from, a hugely LGBT positive area of the world and time place of the world. That's basically it. So yeah, there's like a justification that comes from there. It's like, it's not like it doesn't rewrite anything. It just literally like it's like an immediate character analysis of a character you made yourself.
See, women didn't get many rights in Greece at that time, but I'll tell you what, the people that adored women the most were easily other women.
Well, there you go. Sappho approves. Okay,
yeah, I was
let's
about to
carry
say
on.
Sappho of Lesbos. Man, they really could have picked. That name was really on the nose whenever we decided to make that terminology. By the way, oh, there's Sapphic. Oh yeah, so like Sappho. Oh, she lives on Lesbos. So Oh wow.
BB, you have just described how the English language evolved from taking things from other languages. That's literally why Mrs. Dysart, that's the excuse that Mrs. Dysart has to use Greek mythology in her English classes, is because she always finds a way to connect it to the English language.
I know.
There's so many examples of that. That's not an isolated incident.
I'm just saying, I know, but it's Sappho of Lesbos. It's the idea that these are both root words from the name rooting from the exact same person.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Like, it's not even different sources. It's the same girl.
And he has no backlash, and I'm like, that's good.
Oh, okay.
You have different ways to do stuff, so if it works for you, then good job. Like, good job. Like, you found ways to make things awesome. Like, I found a new way to do Clemine. You will see in an episode. I'm not telling you which episode. It's just saying in the episode, and hopefully it works out. I don't know. I'm learning.
There are things where I'm sure there's shortcuts to that. I can almost guarantee there's shortcuts to what you're doing. But I feel like doing the long way isn't like all that bad. Like Pixar, for instance, they went through unbelievable methods to make things like Toy Story.
Because there was no shortcuts at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there is now, but there wasn't then. So it's like,
yeah, it's like the Luxo Junior animation. That was a huge complicated thing, and now you can do that in like 20 minutes. Yeah, obviously, I'm exaggerating there, but still.
Yeah,
but yeah.
Whatever works for you.
That's not really that's not a case of doing the long way. That's doing like the only way. In this case, I can see the method behind that. Like, that's very similar to how I do certain music girl scenes, rather than apart from the extra step with the voice acting. That's the difference. So I see where you're going from there, and I'm now kind of like questioning, like, how does that, like, what program you say matches up with a light motion? That just seems like video stretch in editing, but oh well. Again, I'll investigate.
That makes sense, Bond. That you want to be proud of your work and you don't want to cut corners. Makes sense.
Yeah, no one's claiming that. Okay.
Yeah. So
let's carry on. At the ship. Celeste, before I go hang out with the Pops, could you see what the ET are up to? The ET? Is that what they're... I guess that's the name of the...
I think there's a movie about this.
I mean, there's a movie about ET. I don't know about the ET. Maybe that's the sequel. Anyway,
that would check out, but man, with the way the naming conventions work now, I would believe it if the sequel to ET is just the ET.
And the sequel to that would be ET 3D. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Spy Kids.
The ET are planning to put a spell on the Pops to make them don't care about saving the world, and make them don't care about grammar.
What is that sentence? Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a double negative. So
they're known as the evil tribe. The nice Pops and the evil tribe. Are you serious?
In their defense, have you seen comic book like team names?
I mean, I don't know. I'll take Sinister Six over this any day.
Well, I mean, I guess, but it's a group of 6 people and they're evil. What's a synonym to evil? Oh, sinister.
See, they at least tried. There's at least like a few extra steps in there,
I guess, but like, it's not the most creative thing in the world.
Okay, alright, yeah. I suppose that would go to the egregious 8.
Okay, why are you putting songs in my head? Stop it!
Maybe I probably shouldn't do a reboot. I mean, it's what, are you implying that it's a lost cause or something? It's not necessarily. I mean, again, there's pros and cons to doing that, but if you've already like made the poll, I guess the fans will decide now. Anyway,
Simply deletes the poll.
Bleep.
there is also that. Okay. Oh no, then we have to warn them. Thank you, Celeste. No problem. Maybe we should get the ice cream now. I guess the few minutes have passed. Yeah, once again, maybe we should blah blah blah. That's a great
Hey,
idea.
I
Let's do
knew
blah,
it,
blah,
baby.
Blah. Mm-hmm.
All
right.
I called it.
Also, really, Bon. Wow. Okay. Ladies, this is a big problem. What is it? The ET are trying to put a spell on you, make you not care about saving the world.
Oh, come on! Are they gonna not do it then?
Okay,
guess.
but is that the goal, or are they trying to make you not right? Because again, they might just make you care about saving it even more if what they're saying is true.
Well, they're just trying to they're using a reverse psychology spell.
Well, no, it's because it's a double negative. Therefore, it's not a negative; it's a positive.
Ah, right, yeah. Okay, what should we do? But what? Hey, Wipeout fans, that was part 1 of the Nice Pops premiere. What?
That's the end. There's no like.
This episode was called Nice Pops Episode 1. Okay, although I think what
they mean is in a similar sense to how syndicated TV shows did it, where they would launch 2 episodes on release.
I guess maybe. Although there also was a video that I saw that was called Nice Pops Premiere or something, which I thought was just a work in progress video, which now might be the sequel of this video, which means I have to download an extra video. Let me just check the official playlist for a second. Let's see.
What is this nonsense?
Also, I love how, like, Mayim Saeed says, by the way, Wipeout fans, ET means evil tribe, in case you guys didn't know. Okay, yeah, that's right, we did just hear that. Okay, so Nice Pops Premiere Part 2 is the next video in the playlist before Nice Pops Episode 2 is a thing. So, I guess that means I'm gonna download that other video as well. Okay.
Like, this episode isn't bad. I just feel like the edit could have been like a huge cliffhanger, but it wasn't.
I mean, it's about the same quality as every other Gacha thing. It's
okay. It's about the same quality as every other start to a Gacha pop series, essentially. At least as far as I've got. As far as Johnny's initial pilot episodes of Pops, apart from Ballroom Pops, they all kind of are like, okay, this is the cast here. We're not going to introduce anyone. I would just go like immediately start the thing, and then like go straight into it. There's no like extra details behind it. And this time when we have 9 new characters, you kind of want to be like, let's learn something about the 9 new characters. You know what I mean?
Which we didn't. We know they all like going outside and having ice cream. That's what we know about them.
Yeah, at least Kitty. Yeah, maybe this is why
Kitty Pops error. Kitty Pops error.
And they maybe have fun saving the world, but that's a little bit unclear with the way the grammar presents it. So
they currently care about saving the world. That much we know.
Well, they might, but alternatively, they also might dislike it.
If they
didn't,
I mean, well, think about it this way: if they didn't care about saving the world, why would there be a need to have a spell to make them not care?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The spell is making them not care. It's making them not care. Therefore, they are caring, if not more.
I feel like that was the typo that occurred once rather than before when the spell was mentioned. So I'm pretty sure it is still just a not caring spell.
Previously on the Nice Pop series. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, so this is the part we just saw. I'm guessing we're not going to get too much of an intro yet. haven't even seen all of them. They're the biggest fan-made pop group with about 10 of them, I believe. There's already about 10. There's 9 of them. Well, I guess that means if there's about 10 of them, they won't be able to fit on screen.
It's so weird seeing Majesty on screen around all these other characters because they have like actual layers to their clothing. Like it actually looks like they put a little bit of design in there.
Yeah, but real life Majesty has a huge problem with layers. Remember?
Don't.
Okay, fine. All right.
Yay!
And here we are. Here's the ET again. The evil tribe.
Yeah.
Be very afraid. I'm so bored. Waiting forever. When will they come here? By the way, that's actually kind of like a nice like prank revenge. Just never show up to the park at all. Shh, here they come. Girls, back to the base. Okay.
I want them to do the spell. Like, honestly, it's a good plot.
Okay, no, we're going to do it now. Let's just do it on Rain. Rain is going to sacrifice herself, it seems. The world is the best.
Tribute.
How did that fail? Because the world is the best is the counter curse? What?
If they kill Rain, then I want there to be a rainbow pop that occurs.
I mean, I'm sure that someone out there has already made rainbow pops as a general concept.
I guess, but it would be so much better if they just murdered Rain to do it. Just for the sake of symbolism.
Oh, with a ray of light and she splits apart? Yeah, of course.
Well, no, it's because after Rain goes away, you get a rainbow.
Yes, and the reason you get a rainbow is because light hits it and it splits. That's what I was saying. Okay, Hector, your magic ball has led us astray. Wouldn't be the first
It's just
time.
a magic 8-ball.
Oh, look, it's Amelia from the disco pops that we just saw. Okay, I know why. She's more powerful than you think. She putted me and my friends under A.
No, it's definitely. Are we sure it's putted? It might be putted. It sounds like right because it sounds like they placed her and her friends somewhere, which would be putted
in a dungeon or in the box.
Okay, well, so several things wrong with what you just said there. First of all, put it isn't a word. Second,
I know.
if it was a word, it would have only one T, because otherwise, if you have two consonants at the end before you put ed on it, it makes the first vowel actually become like it's sounded out version, so the U would become in that instance. So once again, putted, that's the difference.
No, I agree 100%. I knew all of this already. What I'm saying is I don't think they did.
Okay. Sleeping spell, and she has no weakness. We just reviewed that video.
Didn't they do this with Superman already? Didn't they have to create kryptonite for this?
They did this with Disco Pops in the episode we reviewed yesterday. So, I guess that was good timing. I see now why Josh wanted me to review this immediately afterwards. That is true, E.T. Let's get out of here. So I guess
you kidding me?
So I guess Rain Pop and Kitty Pop have already had their debuts. I thought this was meant to be like their debut, and then the rest of it was like taking place afterwards. But I guess no, they've already been going through several things. But I guess just the power of Rain Pop is so extreme that it trumps all of the other pops put together, and she's able to go alone and shield all of them, like Bella in Breaking Dawn. I don't know. Hey guys, thanks for watching the premiere. Did you all have fun? God no.
No, because
much like Breaking Dawn.
Saving the world.
Yeah, also like Breaking Dawn. There was all build up to basically no conclusion. One character solves an issue with the whole army.
Well, that was the quickest episode. Was this episode 2?
This was part 2. This was premiere part 2. aka episode 1 part 2, but it wasn't called episode 1 part 2, but it's episode 1 part 2.
Okay, sure.
Like and subscribe for more obstacle. More obstacle. Yes, I would love more obstacle. and Super Pop's fan-made fun?
This
You can also
feels
follow
like
my
a burning
Instagram.
Twilight Breaking Dawn all over again, and I have to see Breaking Dawn Part 2, the movie, and see a better I guess ending. I guess I was gonna say a different
But the
word
ending
than
was
ending.
all a dream. It was a hallucination. It was a vision.
Yes, but it's so darn good.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count then.
No, here's the thing. No. I love the fact that we actually get to see whatever I forgot the sister's name. That's how long ago I have read Twilight and seen the movie.
It was Alice, right?
I think Alice. But I love in the movie you get to see Alice's like future or whatever, and they said no, we're not gonna let the daughter live or whatever, and so we're gonna fight you and take over you, blah blah blah. It was such good because it's like it was so fully in the book, but just with more action. Because in the book, when he just went and talked, and I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, we're done, see ya. I'm like, that's it? You're just gonna talk? This is life or death. You're just gonna talk? You're just gonna. I hate.
Yeah, apparently, according to Stephanie Meyer, if they had actually fought in the book, it would have resulted in like the deaths of 90% of the people there. Wouldn't that be such a shame? They're all such endearing characters. It would be a shame to see them go.
But
you know what I mean?
This is why I like the movie more. I'll bring it down part 2 because that gives us what we wanted. Whereas, like, it's just so much better. Like whoever the director of Breaking Dawn Part 2 who was, they know what they were doing. They know what we wanted. Action. But
if I could quote Masako X and Little Karibo for a second, it doesn't take the pain away, but it does make it hurt a little less.
Just
all
want
right.
to say dream, your dream.
I imagine the panic is because of one of two things: either Dream, the Minecraft creator, or the Dream theory from the olden days of FNAF.
Or the Dream song from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Since we're talking about Twilight, might as well mention the other thing Taylor was famous for.
Dream.
Well,
Thanks, I couldn't remember that.
Well, the thing is, I saw this message pop up a little bit ago, so I don't think it's in relation to that.
Action comes later, KW. Like, I'm fine with building a plot and everything, but I really want to see them not care about saving the world in episode 1. Like, that one should have been a cool plot, but they didn't do that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Nice. That this is one of those moments that renaming a series could have actually benefited it. Like after that, you could have renamed it to Villain Pops.
Why? Because they're not villains.
But presumably, if they don't care about the whole, it's like the entire point of that, right?
The aim of the spell, BB, was to make them not care. The need for a spell very clearly indicates that they do care. Otherwise, there'd be no point
to
that's
what I'm
even
saying.
thinking of having a spell to make them not care. The spell to make them not care was never cast on them. Therefore, they cared the whole way through. They would never become the Villain Pops.
Right, but if it was cast on them, then...
If it was cast on them and then not fixed, because presumably there'd be some way to fix it. I mean, if anything, just call in reinforcements. I mean, there's nothing like a good old crossover in a Johnny video. Speaking of which, let's watch a good old crossover in a Johnny video.
I was referring to none of those things. Dream sequences generally unpopular on this channel. Mm-hmm. Which channel, Bon? I'm confused now.
on my channel, I mean, I guess I have been critical of them in the past, especially when they're not clearly indicated as such. Like, if they're done properly and they're shown a visual way that separates them apart from each other so we don't question what's real and what isn't, then I enjoy it. Unless the intention is to make us question what's real and what isn't, because that's a whole other separate type of media, but most people don't do that intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Baby.
I had a perfect
unreliable narrator.
I had a perfect segue and then it got ruined, so I'm just going to carry on anyway.
You have any suggestions and leave it in the comments below. Now without the episode, here's my suggestion: do the actual blonde in the first episode.
Oh no! Please, it's much easier to make a crossover with your already established canon in the second episode.
Oh my god, there's so many characters we'll take. Wait. Oh, they have front hair! Let's go!
Okay. Let me know. KW likes blonde hair, I guess. All right.
No, front hair. Front.
Oh, front hair.
Like
Sorry.
covering
Okay.
their bald nakedness head.
Wait, hold
forehead.
on. Wait, pull up the most
What?
recent thing in chat. Have you not? What do you mean? Probably. Have you not seen your own video? I think you should. I think pretty much most creators are aware of how that final product looks. What do you
Here's
mean?
the thing.
Probably.
Mhm.
Like every time I'm watching like the beginning of Series of Plagues, Paul's like, "I'm so sorry for the cringe," and I'm like, "Like Paul, it's okay. It's fine."
Yeah, a
Simply
lot of,
stop-
like, there's
simply
so many
make it
people.
good.
See, here's the thing. Like, I would say like 90% of the creators who watch us review their content live and talk in the chat cringe at their own work, which honestly is actually a good thing because it shows that you have self-awareness and a desire to improve as an artist.
Like ponies.
Yes, like ponies. Yes, yeah, you're a perfect example of this.
Ponies was
Well, I mean, I'm
cringe.
not saying that's like a bad thing. What I'm saying is alarming. Is the specific word choice probably implying that it's up in the air?
Yeah. Although in your case, where you say like make it good, even if the thing we're watching, like we say, like is good, like like Mystic Hills or The Guardians, well, depending on the version of Mystic Hills, obviously, and the episode of The Guardians, I suppose. But yeah, this still the same idea prevails.
Like
It
I
just-
even sometimes cringe at Columbine because I know I could do so much better. I mean, look at the first episode. It was.
You know something, you're experiencing a very unique version of like cringing at your old work that is so far from what I've seen is kind of unique to the gacha community, because every gacha tuber that I've talked to, like almost like immediately ends up cringing at their own work, like immediately after publication, or at the very least like a month later. Because like even from the beginning, when Jay was showing me his gacha videos for the first time, the first ones I ever saw, he was like, "Oh, this one was from a month ago. I've changed so much since then." That's why I like made that that sentence into a meme in the first place, because everyone just started repeating that ad nauseum. When I started watching Taming the Bad Boy, I think it was like 4 months after the show had actually started, or something like that. Because it came out. It came out in February 2019. I started reviewing it in July 2019. That's like 5 months, isn't it? Yeah. So so if anything, season 1 had probably like just about wrapped up fairly recently. So and already, even in the first episode, even though Shorty was quite timid at the start, I could tell already cringing.
Johnny, it's okay if you're cringing at your own thing. Like I said, I cringe at ponies. I cringe at my oldest series and my old videos because I know they were bad. They suck.
I cringe at the old mutant girl.
Like, come on.
I don't show it as much, but yeah, like every time certain scenes come on, I'm just like, you know.
And to be honest, who knows? Maybe F Mel cringe at some of her old role plays that were not as good. But
I think
she's done several streams on them, and yes, very much that is the case.
I feel like she
Yeah,
should be cringing at her new work more than anything, but okay.
I suppose we'll never get to see that because she doesn't do streams anymore, unfortunately. I miss those.
I truly think she devolved, man. It'd be crazy if she didn't realize this.
right.
I'm wondering. I'm in the middle of watching a video that's like adopted by my mermaid mum in Minecraft, which is actually surprisingly enough seems to be, at least so far, kind of good.
Huh.
Yeah, she does get it right occasionally. I'll give her that much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some good, some are some of them are just blah.
All
So
right.
yeah, so don't worry, Johnny. It's okay to cringe on your own stuff. We all do.
Yeah. I mean, it's already an achievement above like a lot of other people that you actually even did something in the first place.
Yes, Vaughn, yes. I do know how you feel about the old theme. Oh god. I still like it though. Because it's like, oh, nostalgia. Brings back memories. Is it bad? I don't know. Maybe, but
recognize all these characters Disco Pop Season 2 stream? Yes, I do. I mean, I didn't remember all of their names. I'm pretty sure I don't remember the names Flynn and Duna specifically. But
Man,
yeah, like some of them do stand out.
These matching
Caitlyn, for
outfits are
example,
doing
obviously.
these matching outfits are doing no favors, given that like 3 of these people look almost identical.
I'm pretty sure they're school uniforms. That's the idea behind them. So
I mean, I guess, but like they all just kind of look like weird clones that try differentiating themselves by like hairstyle, not even hair color for all of them.
Yeah. Also, Bon, there's no way I can hunt down the OG theme. You know that you have like left no breadcrumbs whatsoever to follow on with this rest of your content. Okay.
Well, it's on the Bon channel where the first 4 episodes are.
I stand corrected. Okay, guys, I found this pop group called the Disco Pops. Like I said, in this franchise, all the pops find out about each other fairly quickly because they all have TV shows.
A quick question:
established.
What do you mean is it like normal for them to just be like, I found them? Are they not like well-known like heroes?
It's weird phrasing.
Like I feel like if Superman existed in this world, it wouldn't be like a month or 2 before everyone's like, oh hey, I found out about this guy who's been flying in the sky and shooting lasers.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like most people would be like, dude, what is that? At pretty much the exact same time.
This kind of seems like the kind of thing someone would say, like, oh hey, check out this like new artist I found or something like that, you know. Or check out this K-pop group I just found online or something like that.
Okay, one slight complaint here. I do not like a character that's named after a bird, Phoenix. Like, why?
Okay, but Phoenix can be, that specific bird can be quite, actually birds in general, but especially phoenixes can be pretty good as far as names if you want to take it in a more metaphorical context.
It's fine to have a name like Phoenix, but I feel like for like an actual person, if they're like hiding, like, you know, I just feel like it's just sort of out of place because it makes me think they're like already a superhero and they're in their superhero form, but no, that's their actual birth name, Phoenix.
Okay, shout out to any people named Phoenix who might be watching this in the future, I suppose.
Or are you panicking? I thought they didn't exist.
Yeah, I would say I did actually meet a person called Phoenix one time, but that was like their chosen name after becoming non-binary. So that is a bit of a difference there.
That is a really good name. Actually, that's kind of really great symbolically. I kind of love that.
Like I'm reborn as a different gender.
Right. Well, no.
Absolutely.
I mean, it kind of works. Yeah, I kind of dig it.
Marvelous creatures, phoenixes, says Dumbledore. Okay. Right, so let's see. You found the Disco Pops. Let's say one of their music videos or something like that, because the Super Pops make those, so I guess the Disco Pops must do those off screen. I don't know.
I mean, I guess. I feel like it's just a different level though. Like it's different from going, hey, I found about this band called Imagine Dragons. You guys ever hear of them? And most people say yes, but some people you could confirm if they said no. Now, if you then go and say, hey guys, Batman made a YouTube channel. I just found out about this weird thing, and they're like, and then if they're all confused, then it's a little bit more alarming.
Now you're making me think of Batman having a YouTube channel.
Well, because like his symbol is shown in the sky every night. Are you telling me no one knows until they check YouTube?
Imagine if one of them was named a duck or chicken.
Hey everyone, alright, it's time for me to end the video right now. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe and click the notification bell. I'll see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's 9 p.m. I can see the symbol in the sky. I gotta go.
Dude,
I have a couple Q&As to make in the alleys.
To be honest, I really want someone to have a really good Batman impression and have a Batman channel. Like,
I'm sure that exists somewhere. I'm sure that's already a thing.
I'm sure there's someone that's made it via AI at this point, right? I mean, there's already a bunch of president gaming videos. There's got to be a Batman gaming
I
video.
Yeah,
saw
don't
a
give them any
video
more
where like
ideas.
the 3 presidents, Obama, Biden, and Trump were watching the FNAF trailer.
I saw
Yeah.
I saw one of them where they were ranking Dragon Ball arcs. And you know
I've
what?
seen
They had some very interesting takes. I'll say that much. You know?
I've seen one where all three of them are arguing about FNAF lore.
Doesn't
it
that
is-
sound familiar?
It is so but it's so good when it's the presidents and those specific presidents because they're all so chaotic.
Hmm.
Not
True.
in the
I was-
greatest of ways in the real world, but when you're talking about FNAF lore, it becomes entertaining.
Yeah, I want to see different presidents. Well, I want to see what FDR thinks of stuff now. Okay,
Oh, dude, Thomas Jefferson.
why not?
Oh my God, Thomas Jefferson and Hamilton having a throwdown about some random piece of media.
Yes! Yes!
I suppose. Okay, I had to get back to this. I had a segue before, but once again got ruined. So just gonna carry on. Oh, gee, Kate and I have met them. Again, I'm guessing I've still yet to figure out where this exactly takes place. I guess again, some of the crossovers we saw yesterday, I suppose, have already happened. Okay, which means that they were. Oh, that's why they were present there for the whole ruined birthday incident. Fantastic. Anyway, really, yeah, we have. So can we meet the Disco Pops? Yes. Okay, let's go.
How
Well,
are
them
they
just
all
resigned.
gonna
They've got a
meet them?
vacancy.
Hey?
So the nice want to be the Disco Pop. Okay, you know how like I said the Disco Pops had a formula, and they use that all the time. I'm immediately detecting the Nice Pops formula. So once again they open up in the same situation where one of them says, "Oh, let's do one thing," and then I agree. But then we cut to the villains being like, so the Nice Pops are doing this one thing. Let's ruin them.
No,
Of
it's
course,
kind
let's
of
do
like-
that. Yeah.
It's kind of like miraculous, where someone feels anger emotion, and Pokemon's like, yes, I can feel the anger emotion. I'm like, alright.
Okay, the difference
I've never
being,
heard someone pronounce it that way.
before we carry on, like the difference between this of that being that usually we get to see like how like this is a unique situation where there's as to have like what leads them up to that point in the first
Sure.
place. And it also tends to like happen at different times in the episodes as well. So we have a little bit more variation. Here it is literally like scene 1 is this, scene 2 is this.
Yeah, okay, true.
All right. So the Nice Pops want to meet the Disco Pops.
Disco Pops, we're disco.
Let's make sure that they forget about them.
We're discoing. Disco Pops, we're discoing.
This actually feels like an algorithm. I was joking more. An AI made this series.
That would explain why what's their face? What's their name? Wipeout.
No.
It would explain why Wipeout keeps on freaking out. It's not because of actual shame. It's because because they know that their AI is starting to go down and they need to do like a software update and they're panicking because they don't have the right code yet.
He said probably because ChatGPT generated the video, and he didn't check it. Okay.
Hey
Right.
guys, guess what? Courtney is back before she quit the
Oh.
Pops.
Yeah, isn't that right? That just raises further questions. Why is she back? She said she resigned. Get her out of here.
Leave.
Right.
You Courtney.
Hi, Caitlin and Katie. No, you're supposed to say, hey, Caitlin, remember? What brings you guys here?
Hey, Caitlin.
There you go. Bro forgot to update ChatGPT. Yeah, this video came out in 2021, so ChatGPT was probably like alpha phase or something. Anyway, we want to have you guys meet the rest of our pop group.
How are you
All
gonna do
7
that
of
when
them.
there's like 9 of them?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. If this was done like in post-production or something, then you can find ways to actually include all the characters at once. I did it for the volleyball scene in season 3, episode 1 of Music Girl. It was
Okay.
don't recommend, but it's possible. Anyway, I can't wait to meet them. Well, look who's suddenly all enthusiastic again. It's almost like what happened to you was not a big deal after all. I wonder if your group has a pop who's always hungry. Oh, so you know how like I made a joke in Jazz Pop Season 1? You know, the Earth Pop is always the one asking about food. So it's like classic Earth Pop. I think that was already a meme at this point in the franchise because, yes, it does seem like every single one of these groups has a pop that's always hungry.
I decided to
Okay.
say with my friends so they gave me some comfort about my birthday. She
Oh,
always
so you finally chose to believe them. Fantastic. Right.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna forgive Courtney. No way. I'm not gonna forgive Courtney.
Yes,
no.
it's gonna take a while. It's just, you know, it's not gonna take an episode reset. We're gonna be a bit. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, Jessica. Yep, Alyssa would be our hungry pop. Is Alyssa apple pop? Because that'd be extra fitting, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's go meet them. Sadly, you'll be coming with us, Disco Pops. Well, they're gonna do something.
Not care about the world? Are you gonna make them not care about the world? Please.
Wait, oh
You
my
just
god,
abduct them.
it just occurred to me, wait a second, Wipeout has been saying this in the perspective of the characters?
Yes, but did you not notice
Oh.
that before?
No, I noticed it, I just never brought attention to it, because I always assumed that every time they were doing that they just had like DID or something, and it was someone signing off.
What that okay, that literally just started happening right now, so every time is officially twice right now.
No, I've seen it happen before.
Oh yeah, before in other streams, yes.
Yeah. I always assumed, I thought that was a completely different thing, which I was like, oh, okay. So now I just question...
yes, BB, that's a completely different thing. That's why it's the exact names of the characters that have appeared on screen.
Well, I never stopped to actually process that until you said that, and then I looked for it, I was like, oh, wait.
Oh,
I thought there were just like little people using the same channel, like they were like at Johnny's house.
Ew! Why would they be called the same things as the character?
People do that.
Yeah, sure. The characters, the Disco Pops are all real people, and they all share an account to make their story. Actually, that does sound a bit like Secrets of the Plex, doesn't it? Anyway,
I thought they were just up here. Oh God, Bond, that brings us memories of Secrets of the Plex. Remember?
Yeah. But yeah, Bond was right in this case. Also, apparently Alyssa is Puppy and Ali is Apple. Missed opportunity. All right. Pops, Master Hector took the Disco Pops. What? It's true. We have to save them. Ready? Yes. Nice Pops forever. Okay, that's not as catchy, but all right. I guess there's only so many like things that rhyme with pop, so they work.
Please make them not care about the world. Please make them not care about the world. Please, you gave me that plot in the beginning, and I wanted now.
No, the plan for the spell now is to forget about the pops, about the Disco Pops, or have the Disco Pops forget about the nice Pops, which is why they've abducted them. Maybe I mistook that. Maybe I misunderstood that before.
I like how they all suddenly learned like the same sort of like portal spell that Doctor Strange and the rest of the sorcerers have.
Oh, we've seen this before. This was the thing in Jazz Pop Season 1. Anyway, you have...
I don't know, Bond. I do not know.
Yes, you have fallen into our trap. I didn't see that. It was cropped off by Restream. We are the evil tribe. And, okay, I need to full screen for this. Nope, that still didn't work. It's still being blocked by Restream. Someone else read that, please.
And we heard that the Nice Pops wanted to meet you, so we thought we'd introduce ourselves.
And make sure that they never meet you. Despite the fact that two of them already have, but we're going to ignore that, I guess. And here they all... Well, okay, so now we have some other ones. So in addition to all the other Pops we've seen already, we also have Seashell Pop, who I don't recognize from any other show.
What?
So is this yet another nice Pop that just wasn't in the last episode just because?
What?
Is this like how we have like so few like green pretty cures, and they're like once in a blue moon, like every 4 years one appears? KW is done.
okay. I'm okay.
Yep.
Oh.
Wow. I guess that Seashell Pop was omitted because Majesty was invited, but then Majesty, as you know, she did appear next to them. Okay, fine.
Why is this plot? What is
I am trying. I'm trying to be fair.
I thought, no. I thought, okay, maybe Nice Pops will be better than Disco Pops or the other Pops. I literally thought that. I was like, it might have a better plot. No.
I guess Nice Pops is finishing last today.
Okay, maybe my pro. Again, here's my pro. It's somewhat better than the Tree Pop series.
The
Or the
Tree
Trust Pop.
Pops.
I-
Oh, Tree Pop and Trust Pop. Yes, the life of Tree Pop and
Yes.
Trust Pop.
It's
Yeah, that
better
does-
because it's not like, going all crazily and everything like that. It has a plot.
Yeah, and while some of these characters' designs are, let's say, lackluster, to be fair, they don't make me want to gouge my eyes out. So already.
Oh,
whereas
Bond,
Summer
I
and
did not
Seashell's
realize that
eyebrows,
until now. Why did
they
you?
they lost
Oh.
them during the last battle. There was an eyebrowless spell that
There was
removed
some
them.
dude. Imagine. Oh my god!
So,
Idea.
the Nice Pops want to
Idea.
catch some rays, do they? I know. Let's remove their eyebrows so that they go blind in the sun.
No.
Agreed.
Oh my god! I just thought of a. It's not a genius idea, but it's a funny one. Imagine Summer Pop when she gets like really emotional. She just becomes passionate, right?
She
So
catches fire, and then her eyebrows
yeah,
burn off as a
so
result.
yeah, so she just becomes like a flame and just singes off everyone's like hair.
Okay, but also, what about the rest of her hair? She seems to still have a full head of hair. That's a wig.
Well, okay, but maybe
Summer Pop wears a wig.
Well, no, maybe
Yes!
maybe Summer Pop is immune to it because she's the one like excreting it.
Okay, so where are her eyebrows then?
Oh shoot, you stumped me. You're right.
No,
Dang it.
The wig idea. The wig idea.
Yeah,
She did
the
burn her
wig.
hair
The wig
first,
explains
wig.
everything. Yes, Seashell Pop was just her first victim, and she was so embarrassed that she couldn't bear to show her face at the park. But now she can because she's needed once more. There we go. We fixed the show. We fixed the plot hole.
Yay!
Johnny,
The
take
entire-
Fix the
the
show for you. We fixed the show for you. I hope you're proud of us.
I like how Jacob goes take me to the reboot as if this idea was not sparked by my joke.
Well, yes, but like the reboot hasn't happened yet, so also I love how KW's continued the noble tradition of making up a jingle for repeated actions in reviews in the review episodes. That's gonna go alongside the retcon song and the plot hole song.
Dude, we are severely lacking like Gacha, actually just in general, review jingles on this channel. We need more
Yes.
jingles.
We need jingles.
Maybe we have 3. That's not bad.
Yeah, but like I mean like actually adding instrumentals to it, like and just having a catchy like just play it on your soundboard.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't plugged that in months, but yeah, I can.
I mean,
can
Junior
hook that up
has
again.
a jingle for me every time ads pop up.
Right,
While we're
it's like-
watching my
like
my
you-
stream, my entertainment.
Like you have like a soundboard, why not use it for the jingles?
Also, can we just go back to this for a second? Wait, where's Popcorn? Are you telling me that there is a character in this series called Popcorn Pop? You have Pop in your name twice.
Are they?
That is
Are
a
they part of
new
the food
level of why.
Pop? Is there a food pop? Food
I mean,
pop
we've already
series?
got Apple Pop, so I guess that could technically happen in the future. Anyway, yes, indeed. Oh, it just says Popcorn, so no, it's not Popcorn Pop, it's just Popcorn. Diamond, I'm in the lair. I'm going to try and save our friends. Okay, be careful, Popcorn. I will. Maybe the rest of us should think of a backup plan in case Popcorn gets captured. Got it. Oh, they don't say individual stuff anymore. Oh well. What? The nice pops are here?
What did you
Whoever
expect?
heard of a pop group teleporting in this universe? I guess the
Or
evil
maybe
tribe
this is fake.
the evil tribe probably knew, I suppose.
Wait, what about the hideout? Did they?
Also, apparently Popcorn Pop is the thing. It is Jessica's big sister Polly. Hooray! How about making a redesign jingle? I guess we could do that. How would that go? They need redesigns. Dun, 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 dun. Don't make me
Any
gouge my eyes. Dun,
redesigns?
dun. Mhm.
We want redesigns, please and thank you.
Something like that. We'll work on it. Okay. No doubt they're going to try to save the Disco Pops.
Why, yes, they
Let's
are.
stop
What do
them.
you expect?
Let's leave them completely unguarded. Oh, look, it's Popcorn Pop / Polly. So I don't know.
Are
You guys
you
must be
kidding me?
So it's not one of the nice pops who, or maybe it is. Maybe this is yet another nice pop we haven't met again. So once again, a Johnny video is resolved by another character appearing for the first time as a Deus Ex Machina. Why does that keep happening?
My question is, why can't we just have like a?
I'm
Oh my God.
Popcorn from the Nice Pops, and I'm here to get you out of here. She just like points and like starts filling up this cage with popcorn to like bursts.
What is this series, man?
Really? Thank you. Or turns the cage into popcorn. That works too, I guess. Without those force viewers, I guess. Yeah, I got the Disco Pops out. Let's head back. I'm teleporting us right now. Okay, so thank you.
Are you? This is. Oh my God! I literally want the villains to win for once. Win! I don't like Big Brother. I do like tragedies, and as long as they're good. Like, come on, we want something like Infinity War, please. Can we have?
There's enough characters to make an Infinity War situation.
Can we please? I just want a villain to win. Really, you're like, oh yeah, let's make a pops not care about the world. That's a good plot. Do it. Oh no, there's Rainpop who is more powerful than us. We have to go. The end.
I think the essential thing that's missing right from like as an adaptation of the Totally TV series is that a lot of the bungalow plans in that were repetitive, especially in season 3, which is why I stopped watching it. But when they actually did have a novel idea or something, or they had like an idea to like put a spell on some of them, actually what we end up with is that they actually do show like how a little bit of that goes down, and the characters have to discover that something has happened in order to solve it. Sometimes it's solved through song, sometimes it's solved through like actually uncovering the bad guy, the ones who weren't affected in the first place. But the key is that someone always is affected. I think Johnny understood this in the years since this, because that's at least where we're headed in terms of Ballroom Pops and the reboot of Disco Pops, where at least we had to see them like trapped in the situation for the moment, and then after that start to solve it. So I guess this was just the Johnny stage before we got to there, back when Deus Ex Machina still reigned supreme. Which, by the way, speaking of that, Josh made me think, yeah, that's what we should have, a Deus Ex Machina jingle.
Oh, we can make something rhyme with X, right? Surely.
No, actually, no, it should be like da 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 Deus Ex Machina. There you go.
Yes.
Also,
It was a
I
bit
think of
celestial.
all the. I had a busy. I'm sorry, a whole summer.
Hey, look, sometimes that happens. I mean, yeah, who knows? I mean, actually, that's a good point. I might not be as active for, I don't know, like the next like 2 or 3 weeks because I'm going to be in Galicia. I'll still try and do some streams while I'm there, but if people remember me from what happened last year when I was on there, I think BB remembers that was the stream that she ended up being stuck in Restream for ages, not being able to leave because of the Wi-Fi. It's the same house we're going to be in. So again, I'll do my best, but we'll see. Not gonna leave you high and dry with nothing, but yeah, I've gotta catch up after being sick for 2 days.
Yeah, July. I am like busy for like 3 days. So
Guys, I think I'm just saying, like that is so much. That's a lot shorter than a whole summer.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I do have another like outing like in August, but that's way down the line. No need to worry about that for now.
Previously, before I would like I couldn't do live streams or videos for a while during the summer because I didn't have a good time where my house was super quiet, and so lately now I'm able to because the house can be quiet. It's just later at night and such.
Yeah, look at me. It's almost midnight again from my time zone.
Okay, but to be fair, this was a pretty short stream relative to most of them.
Yes, let's keep it that way, shall we?
Maybe. Depends on how I feel next stream or two.
It's summer.
Oh no!
Why would how you feel next stream affect how you feel about ending this one?
Wait,
No,
what are we gonna?
No, because you said let's keep it that way. So I'm thinking, okay, so for further streams.
No, I was saying let's keep this stream short because you were talking about this stream. Your sentence broke the laws of time-space continuum. Anyway, I had a work program, a vacation camp, and had a fight which caused me to delay it. You had a fight?
Okay.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Hope it wasn't with.
I'm not. That sounds like a pretty exciting summer. What do you mean?
Well, it depends. Sometimes people don't. I mean, I know that you personally got gratification when you actually fought those people in the past. I don't think they felt the same way about it. Depends on who came off worse.
I'm just saying, if you have to say sorry, I had to delay an episode, I had to beat someone to a bleeding pulp. I get the feeling you wouldn't be too ashamed on it. All I'm saying. I don't know any American or any human really. I would say the whole fighting word thing started from like the UK at the very least, but relative to Americans, I am American, so I'll speak on my own behalf here. I don't know any of us who would actually be like, "Oh, guys, sorry, I had a fight. No." Most of us would have said, "Yeah, we pulled out a gun." Admittedly, I think that's a coward's way out if you don't already intend on it being a gunfight. But to be fair.
I mean, I don't see Johnny ever using a gun, ever. In fact, actually, I can back that up based on the fact that he has, like, vetoed any ideas of, like, any characters dying in the series.
I don't know. I'm not going to say this whole thing on stream, but my siblings, well, more accurately, one of my siblings and their wife are like some of the nicest people in the world, along with their parents. I've met their parents as well. All unimaginably kind people. Dude, for the record, if it came down to it, they have just the most brutal mechanisms to kill a man if it came down to it in their home.
I'm now just imagining they have like Home Alone traps set up the whole place. Okay.
I'll talk about it more after the stream, but man, they go to some weird lengths. It took me by surprise when I ever heard about them for the first time.
Aren't your siblings' parents your parents? Unless they're half siblings, that would kind of match up.
Yeah.
No. I actually have no full siblings. They're
your father, the Black Panther, is your father.
Yeah, no. I actually my mother has had like 3 different husbands over the years, so
fair enough.
The family tree's a little bit around the place.
You know, it has a few more branches on one side. It happens.
Oh yeah,
the other one kind of like got snapped off.
Me to live stream tonight. I
snapped off
tonight.
It's like a twig.
I had to wake up and to go to a memorial service, so I'm pretty much tired.
Oh, sorry. You were talking about you were mentioning like want to end the stream.
Just usually
Okay.
I live
Yeah.
stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, so I'm just letting you know, like, hey, if you're expecting me to live stream tonight, I'm not.
Oh, okay. That would have made more sense to say when we weren't like speaking about something else over the top of you. But yes, that's good to clarify. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna end the stream now anyway because there's not really much else to say.
Yeah,
Pros
I
and cons we kind of
said
like already went over really.
the live stream.
Okay, well, I don't think there's anything else particularly that I need to like add here. Other reminder that again we now have like 11 new characters in here. Like all this time, Johnny, like we've been saying to I was said to you like, oh, stick to like 5 or 4 in the modern time. I had no idea that this was where you were coming from. I would have commended your progress and restraint if I knew that you introduced 11 characters in 2 episodes at one point, instead of like, oh, maybe like 4 or 5, and then have the audience like tease the arrival of new ones after you've already established the main group. That's a vast improvement over this. So the very least what I can say here is that all evidence points to the fact that Johnny has indeed improved over the years.
Yeah.
So I suppose, cringe away because you have indeed had the self-awareness to make your art better.
Yeah.
All right. We end on a
Yippee.
nice note.
Self-reflection is good.
Indeed. Okay. So please either like or dislike because your opinion matters. As I've done so already, and subscribe to these 2 as well. And on that note, until next time,
KWS.
farewell.